time, there were three little pigs that lived with their mother. It was time for them to leave their home and learn to live on their own. Their mother called the three little pigs next to her. "My dear children, the time has come for you to go into the world. Go and start your new lives, but don't ever forget, whatever you do in this world, do the best you can." These are plans where they could build their own home. The youngest pig was determined to build his home with straws. He thought this was the easiest and the fastest way to build a home. That way he had heaps of time to play. The youngest of them all finished his house in one day. He yelled out to the other pigs, "Hey you guys, I'm already finished!" The eldest piglet had a look at the house. But this house doesn't look steady at all. How will it protect ourselves from the wolf?" The youngest pig didn't take any notice of his brother. The eldest brother said, "Okay, don't say I didn't warn you." His house out of wood. He decided to build a little cubby house. His house took exactly 3 days to finish. This house was a little bit more steady than the one with straw. The eldest piglet walked over towards him. "Oh, my dear brother, you have done a great job, but it doesn't look safe at all. Is this house going to protect us from the wolf?" The middle piglet answered, "Don't worry. This house is very safe." The eldest brother said, "Okay, don't say I didn't warn you." While the two little pigs were having a great time in their newly built homes, the eldest of them all was constantly working because he was building a house out of bricks. The other pigs thought this effort was useless. All they did was play inside their house. The eldest piglet worked for 1 whole week and managed to finish his house out of bricks. A day later, a hungry wolf arrived near their homes. He first stood in front of the house made of straw. Little Piglet was resting in his house made of straw. The wolf knocked on the door. "Open the door and let me in. If you don't, I'll huff and puff and blow your house in." Little Piglet said to the wolf, "You can't do anything to me. My house is steady enough." And so the wolf huffed and puffed and he blew his house in. But with great effort, the little piglet managed to get away, and off he ran over to his brother's house made of wood and said, "The wolf is coming! The wolf is coming!" The brother answered, "Don't worry. He can't do anything to us in this house. Come in." And so the little piglet went inside the house. After a while, the wolf came to the second house, made of wood, and yelled, "Open the door and let me in. If you don't, I'll huff and puff and blow your house in. Little Piglet said to the wolf, "You can't blow my house in." And so the wolf huffed and puffed and blew his house in. Both piglets ran to the third piglet's house and barely got away from the bad wolf. "Brother, the wolf is coming! The wolf is coming this way! What are we gonna do?" The eldest piglet answered, very sure of himself. "Come in. Don't worry. The wolf cannot come in this house." So the two little piglets went inside the house. A little later, the hungry wolf came by the third piglet's house of bricks and yelled to the three little piglets, "Open the door and let me in. If you don't, I'll huff and puff and blow your house in." The eldest piglet said, "Don't you even try, bad wolf. You cannot come in this house." The wolf got very, very angry, and he huffed and puffed, but nothing happened. He couldn't bring the house down. He tried and tried, but he couldn't move one single brick. Finally, being exhausted, the wolf decided another way to go in. He saw the chimney upon the roof and started to climb. Realizing the wolf was going to climb up on the roof and come down the chimney, the eldest pig quickly lit up the fireplace right under the chimney and put a big bucket of water. The wolf bear climbed up the chimney and threw himself in and went straight into the boiling bucket. The wolf started to scream, "Help! Help!" Finally, being free from the wolf, the pigs hugged each other. Three little pigs went to their mother's house the next day to tell her all that had happened. "You were right, Mommy. Whatever we do in this world, we should do it to our best. If you really work hard for something, it would be a success." From that moment, the two little pigs were never lazy again. They were hard like their big brother and lived a happy and safe life together. The